Hello, and welcome to page 19 of the Preliminary A Piano Workbook from the K Music and Design Workbook series. Let's start by turning our page to the side to learn our C major scale. Make sure to check out my previous videos to help you learn in this video to your fullest. A scale is a series of notes, one after the other. Our most common scale in the piano is a major scale consisting of 8 notes. A lot of the time, your teacher may start off with a pentascale, 5 notes. Penta meaning 5. We will be starting on our middle C. We will be starting to learn our right hand first, and then we will learn our left hand. Starting off with our right hand, let's place our thumb on our middle C. When beginning the C major scale, you can begin on any of the C's on the piano. For learning purposes in this video, we will be sticking with the middle C. Next, we'll be placing our second finger, that's the finger right beside your thumb, on our D, right beside our C. Next, our third finger, middle finger, on E. Then we will be moving our thumb under our fingers to our F. Make sure to keep your fingers nice and tall so that there is a tunnel under the heel for your thumb to go right onto that F. Moving right beside, back again to that finger number 2, G. And using up all of your fingers one after the other, middle finger 3 on our A. Right beside, finger number 4, ring finger, B. And finishing off our scale with our pinky finger on our high C. How did you do? Did you find all 8 of those notes using different fingers? If you did, well done. If not, that's alright. Go back in the video and try it out again. Now that we found all 8 notes of our scale, C, D, E, thumb on the F, G, A, B, pinky on our C, let's try and go backwards. Starting on our pinky finger on our high C. Next, our ring finger, finger number 4, on note B. Moving along right beside finger number 3, middle finger, on our A. Next door we have finger number 2, on our G. And before we run out of fingers, we have our thumb, on F. This time, instead of going through a tunnel, we are going to be floating over top with our middle finger on note E, making sure all of those fingers have their own note. One after the other, we move back to finger number 2, right beside on that D. And finishing off our C major scale, we're back to where we started, on our thumb, on middle C. Excellent. Now let's try that all together from start to finish, finish to start. Find your thumb on your middle C. And here we go. Thumb C, 2 D, 3 E, thumb under, thumb F, 2 G, 3 A, 4 B, and pinky on our C. Awesome, let's go backwards. Pinky on our C. Right next door we have our 4 on our B, middle finger 3 on A, 2 on G, thumb on F, float that middle finger onto your E, finger number 3. Finger number 2 right beside on our D, and finishing your scale with your thumb on your C. Now that we've found the notes and fingering for our right hand C major scale, let's switch to our left hand. And again, for this video's learning purposes, we're going to be starting on our middle C with our pinky in our left hand. The difference between our right hand fingering and our left hand fingering for this specific scale is our left hand is going backwards from what our right hand did. Pinky 4, 3, 2, thumb 3, 2, thumb. So here we go. Let's find our pinky finger in our left hand on our middle C. Making sure all of our fingers have their own notes right beside each other, let's move next door to finger number 4 on our D. Middle finger on 3, note E. Finger number 2 on our F, and this time for our left hand, our thumb is on our G. And let's float our fingers all the way over top, landing on our middle finger, finger number 3, on our A. And right beside finger number 2 on B. Finishing off the top of our scale, we land on our thumb, high C. Great, and you can try that as many times going forward as you would like. But let's go backwards. Just like how your right hand started on a thumb, our left hand is going to start on our thumb to go backwards. On our high C thumb, finger number 2, B, finger number 3, A, and make sure your fingers are nice and tall so that your thumb can go under onto G. Lining up all of your fingers one after the other, having their own notes, finger number 2 on our F. Finger number 3, E, right next door. Finger number 4 on your D, and finishing off your C major scale in the left hand, pinky C. Excellent. So now let's try that out from start to finish, finish to start. Here we go. Pinky starting on a C, finger number 4 D, finger number 3 E, finger number 2 F, thumb G, flying those fingers over, landing on your middle finger A, moving to finger number 2 B, and finishing off finger number thumb, and finishing off thumb on C. And now let's go backwards in reverse. Thumb C, finger number 2 B, finger number 3 A, thumb goes under your fingers to our G. Next finger, finger number 2 F, finger number 3 E, finger number 4 D, and finishing off with our pinky on C. Excellent. So now to help you practice, I'm going to be playing the C major scale, slow, medium, and fast. You can choose whichever speed you would like to try it out on, or try it all. Make sure to start on a slower speed until you feel comfortable with the notes and fingering. Then move on to the next fastest speed. I'm going to put on the metronome so that we know we are nice and steady. If you have a metronome with you, you are more than welcome to use it. I am going to be setting my metronome to speed 40. And I will give us a 4-count count-in before starting on our middle C. Get your fingers all ready and lined up, because here we go. Starting on your thumb middle C in the right hand, or pinky middle C in the left hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Very good backwards. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Excellent. So now let's move up the metronome a little bit more to speed 60. Here we go with our 4-count counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Nicely played. And make sure to double check your fingering is nice and smooth. Here we go, nice and quick to our 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Wonderful. So I'm going to go one super last time on our fast speed, hearing only the piano. I will give you a 4-count count-in, and then you will only hear the piano to see if you can play along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. How did you do? Did you keep up with that last 100 beats per minute? Or were we a little bit off and need to go a little bit slower? That's always okay, as long as we're improving every day. Well done! You have completed page 19 of the Preliminary A Piano Workbook of the K-Music and Design Workbook series. Make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the last page of the Preliminary A Piano Workbook of the K-Music and Design Workbook series. Happy learning!